wish Namusa was here to hear those clicks and those mms and those claps, but I will tell her. Not only is Namusa talented with poetry writing, but she also did the isiZulu translations in the book. And we were fortunate as well to have a UKZN lecturer, Luthando Ngema. I'm going to call her Dr Luthando Ngema, and she did the proofreading of the isiZulu. So I'd like to call her forward to reflect on her role in the project. If we can give her a round of applause.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Mary. Dr. Lange. What a pleasure to work on the book and do the proofreading for the Geomotional book. Funny thing, when Mary's like, "Oh, you're going to have a speech during the launch," I'm like, I didn't do much, Mary. I just, looked through and proofread and, looked at, what was going on. But in hindsight, I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe I did contribute a bit, because there were some lines in the isiZulu that I myself, as a modern-day isiZulu speaker, could not recognize. So it took me to very deeper places in terms of like some of the wording. If I could see the book, I'll just point them out. Some of them, some of the words, I'll use Sandra Sam that was recently read. So Gishiyele Uham, okay, that's basic, that's knowledgeable. There's this beautiful phrase that Unomusa used. Okay, no, this one is not as intense as the other ones. I'll find it. Sponsored by the Model C schooling. I will try. I can read it very well, but now vocally there's something else. Okay, ibunjwe isandla phezulu ngenta kwezwe ngimile. Okay, udwetshwe izibazi ugqoke imifantu. Like those words for me were like, oh, ugqoke imifantu. Obviously I now leaned on the English. I'm like, what is the English saying? And then it still didn't make sense. And then I'm asked, so what it got me to do was ask around. I asked my dad. I got my dad involved. And then I asked my sister. I asked my colleagues, from the isiZulu department. They're not very far from where my office is. And we were all debating about the wording and how it's the meaning is right now or what it meant before. We had conversations about the language evolving. Sometimes it was spoken in a different way, and we even spoke about how isiZulu is spoken in different regions. So it might mean something for those who speak isiZulu in eThekwini. It might mean something else for those who speak isiZulu in Portcheston, in Empangeni. The language is very, it moves around, and depending on who's speaking it and who's saying what at that time. So some of these phrases for me, I'm not going to continue reading, but some of these phrases for me were just beautiful. And I think right at the end, when obviously she's now rounding up about her story, right? She summarizes it beautifully, like, phezulu komhlaba ngimile, she stands at or high above the land I stand. Ngidwele ubukhazikhazi, right? Filled with grandeur. Ubukhazikhazi could also mean shiny things, glittering things, but with grandeur also brings it a different meaning from the English language. But with isiZulu, it actually does mean grandeur in the way she was trying to phrase it here. Bobuhle bemvelo, the beauty of nature. Let's see English, of nature's beauty. Okay, ngipendiwe ngigeziwe, right? Painted and bathed. In English it's so simple, like painted and bathed. But in Zulu, if you're reading it with the hearts, it just takes you somewhere else. You have to just understand the language to read it that way. And I think that's what the beauty of having a trans-language book does. Like, especially if you're a many language speaker, you get to engage with it from the different languages, and I loved the way it took me. So thank you very much, Mary, for inviting me to I'm not say translate, but to critically read and also give my input where I could. And congratulations, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.